Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And we're back after a 2-week break from the most emotionally draining Outlander episode of all time. The Ballad of Roger Mack. Ken wasn't in the review with me last time, but he has seen it.
It was sad.
I read the book, so I'm not going to comment really, except for the Murtaugh part. So, last time Murtaugh died, and it was horrendous, and I needed a whole box of Kleenex, and ever since that episode, this eye will not stop watering. It has broken my eyeball, basically, from crying so hard. How did you think of that last episode? Because you didn't read the book.
It would have been enough if you just killed off, Murtaugh, one of your main characters, but then you had to finish off old dear harmless, Pudding Roger and just kill that nice man in a horrible way, by stringing him up from a tree. It was you kind of knew it was coming, but still,
I don't think you know that he would be hung at the end?
No, but you kind of figured he wasn't going to make it out of this one because he's just not really suited to the 18th century. One way or the other, there's only two ways for Roger. He either goes back to 1968 or he buys it in the 18th century. Because unfortunately, he's not made for this environment.
Yeah, it was kind of horrific to see him hanging there. There's lots of theories about, is that Roger, because there's a bag over his head. I've seen that in people's feeds. When they bring it down, they'll just find out it's not him, or, different things like that, or, just the main theory is that's not really Roger. So
I'm not buying it.
I'm not going to tell you what it is or isn't, because that would ruin the whole entire day. So I should have brought me some more Kleenex, because I'm sure this is going to be a torturous episode as well. But having said all that, I think it's time to dive in. It's been 2 weeks. Let's go. Yes!
Oh no, look at that. Oh no. Don't look at that, Panda. No.
Hey, they're just kissing. Calm down.
Well, Panda's innocent.
Oh, Graham McTavish. Oh no, are they going to flash back and show us what happened before the tree?
Well, they already did. Well, after the tree, in 1969. Well, they
had Graham McTavish in the opening, so obviously he's going to be back. Oh my god, they're dragging this out. This is so unfair. We're still in the 60s.
Yep.
Come on.
Let's show a little.
This is an interesting way to see it.
Kind of weird.
She tracheotomied him.
That's got to be a sore throat.
Yes.
Oh my god,
he's
Roger
lucky
lived.
He's still alive. Yeah. I would assume he's quite traumatized.
Yes.
He was actually hung and survived. That can't be a good memory. Wow, bad ancestor.
Kind of amazing that he actually lived from a drop hanging. Normally people live when you pull them up with the rope. They live under those circumstances, but not when you drop your body weight on your neck like that.
Maybe they were pulled up.
Yeah. Well, they just showed the log he was standing on.
Oh, did they? I missed that. Did he take that from Murtaugh, or did Jocasta give that to him?
I think he must have taken it from Murtaugh when he was killed.
Yeah. Oh, he got his hands out of the tie. Maybe that's what... Oh, God.
Well, he managed to maybe grab the rope.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only way. Jeez. Well, life has pretty much sucked these past few months. I think some therapy would do Roger some good.
Probably.
I don't think that gets healed right away. Although I think Jamie can relate. He's been through some traumatic experiences himself.
No! No!
Did he touch it?
Yeah.
Did he? I didn't hear it. Did you hear him speak?
Not really.
I thought he just ran. Oh.
That's his favorite song.
That's the one he would sing to Jimmy. That's why she was singing it. Oh, Thor. Who was that? Oh.
Are his Indian friends back?
I don't know.
Who was left with the Indians the last time?
It's Ian! It's Ian! Because Rollo's there. Ian! Is he going to talk? I mean, Ian switched spots for him. Yeah. Say it. You can say it. Well, two radically changed people, Roger and Ian. He doesn't look like... He looks like there's something going on with him as well.
I just think he's just not comfortable with so-called civilization anymore.
Maybe. Jeez.
Awkward.
Let's just collect those real fast. He got it again. I'm just gonna take this card.
Nobody wants to talk about their problems here.
Nope. Ian seems to have some kind of trauma as well. What's going on, Ian?
Maybe he got kicked out of the Mohawk tribe.
Oh, is that the bed he was given? And he's just like, no, I don't want to sleep in that?
I'm thinking maybe, there's been some problems between white settlers and his tribe.
Maybe.
Maybe they all got kind of killed off or driven off or something like that, and that's something that this house represents, is that settler.
That's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of something that's going on with him, but I'm not sure. I'm getting the sense that he had a Mohawk wife and a baby, and they died. He wouldn't know it's an airplane because they don't exist. I don't think so. I think he's just gone to do the survey. I don't think he's going to leave.
What about the hemlock? I mean, stay or go for good.
I don't think that's him. I think it's Ian. Roger barely leaves his house.
Well, why would Ian take the hemlock?
I don't know. Roger, you step back. Get back from that cliff, dude. It's becoming more colored each time. Do you see that? Every time. God, keep your hand in there, buddy.
He's gonna throw the hemlock he stole away.
No. He's got the plane. That's what he's gonna do. I'm telling you, it wasn't him. He didn't steal it. It was Ian. Guarantee you. Rolo! Why are you crying, Rolo? He has it.
Looks like.
I win. What are you doing, Ian?
Sandra was right.
Yeah, I knew it couldn't be Roger. No, Ian. Well, we seem to have someone more suicidal than Roger on our hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they kick him out? What happened?
Yeah.
Because in the Mohawk tribe, the women pick who they want to marry, so I would find it hard to believe that they would kick him out if he was just with this woman and they said no and get out. He smiled. Ah, thank God.
Just did some group therapy in the woods.
Yeah. Saved Ian from offing himself.
Well.
All right. Well, that was episode 8. I hope it's 8. Yeah, it is 8. Episode 8, titled "Famous Last Words."
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of wrapped that around into the major theme, starting with a 60s kind of throwback to Roger talking about famous last words in history, and then his own being that it wasn't really words, it was a vision of Bree's face in the end. So that was really good, and he got his voice back. I think the surprising part, well, because in the book I knew Roger would live, I knew that Claire was gonna tracheotomy him and he'd have a tough time getting his voice back, and there was a lot of mental issues for Roger in this book. The surprise though was Ian. Because frankly Ian doesn't show up till the very end of this book. He showed up midway through, so I was really confused by that, because that's a whole different story. They've taken Ian's story and bumped it up to kind of parallel Roger's, and I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, they had to give Roger some kind of a muse, someone to help him, to reflect his inner turmoil so that he could externalize his psychological trauma.
Yeah, Ian was gonna commit suicide using those herbs that he stole from Claire. Roger kind of thought about it a few times himself, but in the end he didn't, because he saw Bree's face again. So I think that's really important. But I
think you have to have this here, because Roger can't go off and survey the land and yet still in a visual media be able to explore his own PTSD and his own recovery. So that needs you need a foil for that, and so that's that was Ian.
Well done. Oh, I thought it was at first I wasn't too into the black and white thing, the silent movie.
It seemed a bit contrived at first, but
it seemed weird at first. It seemed like, because black and white movies to me are often very comical, so because they're always like, oh well, and then the words appear, right? But it didn't. It over time, using it to show over and over how he was hung was so gut-wrenching, but at near the end it started to become colored. So I thought that was interesting.
It came closer to present reality, and and he was dealing with it more, and
yeah, I think that really freaked him out, that his own family tried to kill him. Well, we gotta think of who his ancestors are. Dougal and Galus, two mentally insane people who had William, the one who tried to kill him. So that guy's not normal either. He looked like, well, once he's played by Graham McTavish, which is pretty awesome, but he's not angry. Stable either. So I don't think Roger should distance himself from the insanity tree that he's come from. This was a very somber episode. Yeah,
that was slow and somber and thoughtful and kind of heartbreaking.
And tied up Jocasta with her coming to pay her respects to Murtaugh's what are those called? Cairn. Yeah, cairns of rocks that mark his spot. And Marcelly was in this lot. She talked to Ian. And she also was the one who flipped the tarot card of the hangman twice on Roger, which wasn't helping his mental state at all. So that was interesting. Well, John was there. John Gray showed up because he had a message from Tryon granting Roger and Bree 5,000 acres of land to kind of say, oops, sorry for hanging Roger. I wasn't really there, but my dudes did it, so my bad. Well, if you liked our video and you'd like to subscribe, please click the panda button, which you will see show up. And also check out our other Outlander videos in my Outlander playlist. And make sure to turn on your notifications so that you know when any of our videos come out. Thanks for watching.
Bye.